Hey, how you doing? Nick from Bighorn Golfer here. Very excited, super pumped about this. UPS pulled through on a Saturday. We're here at the Bighorn Golfer studio. What we have here is the Monster Mat by Safe Play. It is an awesome mat. At its price, it is unbelievable. Dude, there's a warranty on this thing that is 11 months, 3 weeks, and 6 days. You don't like it? Money back. But guess what? That doesn't happen because this mat lives up to all the hype. I'm telling you, it is awesome. Let's take a look. I can't tell you how pumped I am. My girls are gonna be pumped too. They're 4 and 5 years old. I told them this mat was coming today, and they want to come up and play some golf. Okay. It is not gonna take long for this to flatten out. So what I will do is I will get this set in place, and we will be back to show you the performance of this baby. I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss it. It is an awesome mat. This is the 2.0. I've hit on the old mat. The old mat was incredible. I loved it. Cannot imagine how the 2.0 is going to be. I am so pumped. Let's go. I have Brian from thebaseballhome.com. If you got some kids at home that play baseball, he's the guy to talk to, so make sure you check him out. We're here to talk about the Monster Mat 2.0 today. Let's have a good review on this. Let's talk about it and tell the people what they want to hear. So this is actually the Monster Mat 2.0. Been talking a lot with Brent, the owner of Safe Play. Awesome dude. They stand behind their product. So the previous product, he didn't like the materials that came in, the raw materials. And the beautiful thing about this mat is that it's made in the USA. That's huge. That's huge for us. You know, they stand behind their product. If they don't like it, then, you know, with that raw material that he got, he just threw it away. So he was willing to go throw that away, come out with this Monster Mat 2.0, and it's even better. The last mat was great. This one's even better. It's made with Z-Pro fiber. The Z-Pro fiber, it's actually a crimped fiber. It's non-directional. So the material is just a lot better than nylon. A lot of other mats, the cheaper mats, are made from nylon. So this material is far superior. This will likely last you about 4 years. There's 4 holes in it on each side. You can see we have one teed up there. Every so often, like if you're using this a lot in your garage, in your basement, in your yard, wherever, just take it and rotate it a quarter of a turn. And this mat itself comes in at an unmatched value. It's right around $400. It's unbelievable. The quality for $400, it's unmatched. You can't find that type of quality for $400.
So when you're talking 400, what kind of price point is that like in a class of its own, or is this like something I can find many mats at?
For the quality, it's absolutely in a class of its own. You can go up over $1,000, $2,000 for a mat. You know, you can find those every day. You're gonna pay for them. And those are mostly set up for right-handed, left-handed. So they're already 9 feet, 10 feet wide. So, you know, you could have 2 of these mats, set them up right-handed, left-handed if you're in a golf simulator, and it would be ready to go for righty and lefty.
So for me, you know, direct consumer kind of, I'm going to use this in my garage if I'm setting it.
Mm-hmm.
I can use this on a simulator?
Oh, absolutely. It's compatible with simulators. That's something a lot of people don't think about, is if the mat's compatible. Because some of the mats out there just don't work with some of the overhead units. They don't.
The fabric doesn't pick up, or
it's just, the way the camera picks up. It just doesn't work.
I'm looking at this. What's the difference between this mat and let's just say the $1,200 or the $2,000 mats, right?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, this is set up for a right-hander, or you could switch it around to a left-hander. But this isn't set up for right-handed, left-handed. This is set up so you can use it. You can pull it out if you're using the garage. You can slide it out real easy. Your backyard, you could either leave it out there, that's fine. I mean, because these are made for driving ranges as well. You could leave it out there. Like I said, they're made to last 4 years. Yeah. So
if I'm a driving range, I would want to buy this because for sure, for $400, like that's going to make me go to that driving range if I can go on and I can actually hit on one that feels like real.
Absolutely. It's an 1.8 inches thick, so it's really thick. and it feels great whenever you're standing on it.
Yeah, if you've been to a driving range that doesn't have a mat, I was at one a couple weeks ago, and literally every time I swung, my club would hit the ground, and I could like feel it in my elbows. I mean, yeah, it was not an issue when I was in my 20s, but now I'm in my 40s.
I haven't crested the age of 40 yet, but I still do feel it in my elbows on different mats. If you buy a $100 mat, you get a $100 mat. That's all there is to it. I've hit a lot of balls on this, and it is easy on your joints. Your elbows, the golfing elbow is different than a tennis elbow. You know, one's inside, one's outside, and I have not had an issue. I have in the past. I had a cheaper mat here, and I used it, hit off it several hundred times, and it hurt my elbow. It's really thick. It feels great. And listen, Brent's been in the business for 48 years. That's something you can't teach. You cannot teach experience. And listen, too, the warranty from Safe Play is unrivaled. 11 months, 3 weeks, 6 days. It is unrivaled, because if you're not happy, I promise you, just knowing the owner of this business and myself, we will make sure you're happy. One thing I did want to show you, we have the nice return ramp from Big Moss. This is great whenever you're in a golf simulator. You can just rake the ball right back up onto the mat. So it actually, and if you have an overhead launch monitor, you can putt with. So this matches up perfectly. Call it a shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, might hit a hole one, too.
Oh, man. Okay, so we're in the golf sim here in Bighorn Golfer Studio. Brian's going to take a few swings. Brian is right around, he's going to tell you he's like a 12 index. He is not a 12 index. He is much closer to like an 8 index. We all have that buddy who says he's a 12. That's why they call him sandbaggers. He's president of a baseball organization, a local baseball organization, obviously runs the baseball home, so he's a very busy man. But he's a good golfer. Myself, I'm right around I'm a 3.5 index. So are we pros? Absolutely not. Are we pretty good golfers? Sure. What I'm getting at, we do know our way around turf. You may not be an expert on it, but you're going to know the feel. So
I can tell you right now, just standing on it, I warmed up a little bit. It feels like I'm standing on the rough, because the rough is always softer than, say, the fairway. But literally, I'm standing in the rough, and I'm hitting shots, and it's just like it's smooth. It feels like I'm playing off of Oakmont's fairway. I mean,
yeah. You assume that's what Oakmont feels like, right? That's the LSR technology that Brent has developed, the low slide resistance. That's really going to save your elbows.
that was chick clean.
Sounded great. Right at the stick. Oh, he hit it too good. Yeah, so now he's got the flying lady. That would be Emmy and Lola's ball. Let's see how it works out for us. Woo! Another one right at the stick. You might have to switch to the flying ladies. Great shot. So that's probably pretty close. Brian and I are relatively close, same distance, right around 170 for 7-iron carry. So tell me, after 3 shots there, how do you feel? What do you think?
I'm not feeling my elbows at all. My feet feel good. I'm not like, I know when I've gone to actual driver ranges with the hard mats, like sometimes my swings, I start to spin out.
And you just have tennis shoes on, you don't even have your spikes on. Yeah.
Good. I don't have to put golf spikes on. My feet are not slipping at all. Mat feels great. I know I mentioned this a bunch of times, but like the club just slides across. Like I can't explain. You have to feel it. I've hit on mats before where literally you can almost feel the mat grab the club as it's coming through. This thing will not grab it. I don't know how they did it, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, one more shot.
Science, baby. Okay, we're gonna have a little par 3 contest. The baseball home versus Bighorn golfer. Beers are on the line at the club.
Another way, I guess, to test this.
Yeah. So let's see how the sandbagger works in action. We all got one of those people in our group. Oh, a little thin. I could hear it. Woo! Lordy. That same swing with your clubs, it still goes straight. You hit 3. Little left. Playing some army golf. Oh, he smoked it. He is very consistent. Got to get one on the green to win. There. So that was a good shot to see because he actually knew, he could feel it, that he hit it fat and it only went 143 yards. So that shows you how realistic the mat is. Okay, Bighorn golfer up to play. I think this is a little unfair. You've had a lot more swings than I have. Sure, that's all part of it. That found a sweet spot.
Go on.
On the fringe. Yeah, this mat feels great. I love the way the club glides right through it. A little left. Little left. Give me a cutter. I was hoping I blocked it just enough. Go, baby, go! You better take a little off. That's a good idea. I'm looking for the 8. Give me that. This is for an icy light on the line. Oh, baby. Be the stick. Be the stick. Yes, sir. Beers on Brian.
Always beers on Brian.